You know, Alright, this is Andy. I go by, my real name is Andres. Some people call me Dre, Andre, or just Andy. And today we're gonna talk about, amendments. United States, land of the free. You know what the name, what the saying, the land of the free should have a lot of rights, freedoms, and we do. A lot of freedoms, a lot of rights. About 27 actually. And I'm gonna be talking about the First Senate today. Let's get into that. And the First Amendment, before we get into that, actually, come on, I got the suit, not cheap, great suit right here. Little, but it's a great suit. I'm not wearing like some like shorts or boxers. That's kind of just have the suit on. That's kind of weird. Okay, yeah. Besides the point, yeah, it's nothing. Has nothing to do with this. The First Amendment. You know, everyone knows it. Freedom of speech. So everyone's like used it, heard of it, knows it. I don't really have to go into that. It's just freedom of speech, freedom of religion, press, all that. Just freedom to say, express, like anything. Not everything. There's like limits to it in certain situations, but you know what I mean. Second Amendment. It's right. It's for the right to people. It's for the right to people to bear arms. Keep a gun on you for protection for any reason. I don't know. You can like kill someone. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying you could just have a gun on you for that reason if you want. It's the right type of gun. Keep like a strap on you. Be strapped up. And I would never own a gun. I would never own a gun. That's like I couldn't shoot one. I couldn't like hold one. That's really like I could shoot the gun and I'd be scared. I'd like run away with the gun in my hand. It's not my thing. Yeah, it's the Second Amendment. The Third Amendment is it's old. It's like really old. It's like a boomer like amendment. It's Third Amendment. No, a soldier shall come into your house. For like just without consent of the owner of the house. They can't like back in those like 1700s. When like those civil wars happened, or just even like when the UK was here, and before it was actually like the United States, they'd like run like go into people's houses, eat their food, drink their wine, sleep, and just leave. And they made that just so that couldn't happen. And so, you know, you need the consent of the actual owner of the house, do all that. That's the Third Amendment. The Fourth Amendment, is, for as long as you're in your house, an officer or like whatever, like any like law, or any person of like the law can't like seize, come into your house for any reason. If they don't have a warrant or any like reasonable like, you know, search, uh, they can't come in. They don't have if they don't have a warrant or just the right from a judge, just a warrant, they can't come in to your house. Even if they think something's happening, they actually have to find like a reason to get inside. They can't just say, "Oh, you have a weed," or like you have coke, and they just run in. No, they can't do that. That's kind of OP though. That's crazy. That's really that's helpful. That's what's up. That's what's up. And the Fifth Amendment is, hold up, what's wrong with this? The Fifth Amendment is, if you're ever being like interrogated, interviewed, just the right to like, you know, not talk, just be quiet. You don't have the right to say anything, to spill any information about yourself or anyone else. If you're being interrogated, interviewed, especially in like court cases or like when you're being interrogated, someone could just say, uh, like, I don't know, what is it again? Like I plead the fifth, or like I want my Fifth Amendment, and they couldn't like you don't have to say anything. I'll plead the fifth, or like they just they can't force you to say anything. That's the Fifth Amendment. Um, and the Sixth Amendment is all criminals have a right to a speedy and public trial. Pretty self-explanatory. Everyone has the right to, you know, speedy trial, public trial. Uh, Seventh Amendment is civil cases or like lawsuits between like businesses, people have right to be decided in a by a jury in a federal court. That one for me was like, who cares? Like, I don't really care. I'm not even like just being like trying to be different. Like, I don't care. It's kind of the most boring amendment. The Ninth Amendment or the Eighth Amendment is excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor like cruel and unusual punishments can happen. Like just excessive over, too like harsh penalties towards someone like bail, prosecution, and stuff like that. Yeah, and the Ninth Amendment is the federal government doesn't own like any rights that are not like listed in like the Constitution of Rights. And if they're not on there, then they don't own it. You actually like it belongs to you. Like if it's not there, and if it's not listed there, it actually belongs to you. That right? Uh, yeah. So it's like you're chilling. Like if it's not on there, you're good. You're good. And the 10th Amendment in the U.S. Constitution sets that limits to the powers of the federal government. It sets limits to them. You can't do anything you want. Sets limits to them. You gotta chill. You can't do whatever you want. I don't like the government. They're probably watching us like right now. Like, oh, it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's the first 10 amendments out of the 27 I'm explaining. I hope you guys or y'all find it interesting, helpful, and I hope y'all like the American flag, the music, and thank you. It's been Andy, Andre, Dre, Andres. I'm actually from Atlanta, Georgia, Dwarville, Georgia. Shout out. Thank you.